Welcome back to another episode of Two Peas Out the Pod with Johnny and Shay.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Johnny and Shay's Two Peas Out the Pod. I'm Shay, and that's Johnny.
No. Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Phil Hartman was the comedian's comedian, the man who could do it all. From sketch comedy on SNL to sitcom success in NewsRadio, he was loved by audiences, admired by peers, and nicknamed the Glue for holding entire ensembles together. But in 1998, his life was cut short in one of the most shocking tragedies in comedy history. So, how did Phil Hartman go from being the most reliable man in comedy to a heartbreaking Hollywood cautionary tale? And stick around because at the end, we'll reveal a surprising side of Phil that few fans know about in our bonus content, one that shows just how much more he was than the voices and the laughs. Also, guys, just want to let you know 60% of those watching our channel are not subscribed. So please definitely check if you are subscribed and hit that subscribe button. Now we're going to start the video.
So, all I'm going to say is I have my bonus content. My bonus content is I didn't know that he played this portrayed. Oh no, I didn't know he played this portrayed character that I beloved, and I actually had the VHS of. But
later in life, you found that out.
Recently, I just found that out. Oh, okay. Well, when you say it like that, I was
the
like,
whole time you enjoyed it. You didn't know it was him. Then all of a sudden, you're like, oh,
yeah.
Cool.
Okay, yeah. I stumbled across him. So, but besides that, go ahead, Shay.
So, guys, Philip Edward Hartman was born in Brantford, Ontario, Canada in 1948, the fourth of 8 children in a large Catholic family. His father was a building material salesman. His mother was a homemaker. Life wasn't always easy. The Hartman household was busy and often chaotic with so many kids. 8 kids. That's not a lot back then, right? Back then, it was just like, oh, just another day in the neighborhood, 8 kids.
From the same wife or
yeah, different? They had them together.
Oh, okay. I thought they just different wives.
A large Catholic family, 4 of 8 kids. He's number 4 out of 8.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, back then, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Back then, it was normal. We're now like having, I think 2 kids would be a struggle. 3, 4, 5. I don't know.
Yeah, I think if
just
you
how more expensive it is.
I think if you have 4 or 5 kids, either your man works as a CFO or the wife. The wife could be a CFO too. No,
it's not even about that. I just feel like I don't know. It's just both people usually have to work to make it work with that many kids. I don't know. You know what I'm saying.
Right.
So, guys, when Phil was 10, the family moved to the United States, settling in Southern California. The move would change his trajectory. Suddenly, he was growing up in the cultural epicenter of entertainment. Even as a kid, Hartman had a mischievous streak. Friends recalled him as a natural mimic, able to impersonate teachers, TV personalities, or even his own siblings. So he was already doing what do you call it?
Improvisation.
Yeah.
Well, it's still the same, but
so as a kid, he was doing that even. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, man, that's freaking phenomenal. I mean, Jim Carrey was doing the same shit too. So I mean,
he wasn't a straight A student, but he had a knack for art and for creativity. After high school, Phil went on to study graphic arts at California State University, Northridge, a choice that would launch his first career before comedy ever came into play.
That's crazy. That's freaking crazy.
Hartman began his professional life as a graphic designer, creating over 40 album covers and logos for rock bands. His work included designs for America, Poco, and even the iconic logo for Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
So all I gotta say is any rock band fans out there that probably own a piece of this artwork, it's probably worth a lot of freaking money right now.
Yeah.
That's all I just gotta say. If you can, I would love to actually, you know what, get a couple of pictures of that, and I'll love to get a little art piece. Even though if I don't own it, I'll at least get some pictures of it and be like, yeah, man, these are what Phil Hartman made. And I mean, you said he was a graphic designer.
That's what he went to school for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So big ups to any graphic designers that are actually doing that. You're doing an old profession that a comedian and screenwriter used to do.
Yeah. But guys, the stage was calling. In the mid 1970s, he joined the Los Angeles improv troupe, the Groundlings, like Johnny mentioned in the live that's cut out now.
Yeah. Uh, are you gonna also say whoever went to the
No,
Groundlings
go
too?
ahead.
Oh, I
If
was
you want
gonna
to add
say,
it.
I believe, what is it? Will Ferrell, and Molly Shannon also went to the Groundlings, and then a few other great ones too. But I think Andy Dick also went to the Groundlings too, but I might have to double check on that. But I mean, if you really look back at it and look at SNL, I think that's where SNL kind of like spots their talent in a way.
Yeah. So, unlike many comics who were loud and brash, Hartman's strength was his precision. He had the ability to completely disappear into a character, shifting accents, mannerisms, and expressions instantly. He soon became a pillar of the Groundlings and connected with Paul Rubens, co creating the Pee Wee Herman character and co writing Pee Wee's Big Adventure. This was Phil's first big taste of Hollywood success, but it was only the beginning. That's what you mentioned the
Yeah,
other day that he did that one.
yeah, he helped put that one together. That's why he's a good screenwriter. I will definitely write that. I'll definitely say that. Yeah, he's one of those type of and I kind of right now it's 2025. He would have been in a lot of great films right about now, and would have made a lot of great characters.
Yeah.
Especially like if you think about it, like Happy Madison
Hmm.
or just part two, if they he would have came out on there. And then I was thinking like didn't couple of other a couple of Will Ferrell movies. He would have actually did pretty well in there too.
Hmm.
God damn, dude. No, if no, to really sit back and think about it, like of all the movies that we saw, and then could just imagine the characters he could have probably possibly played in.
Yeah. So, guys, in 1986, Phil Hartman joined Saturday Night Live. Over the next 8 seasons, he became one of the show's most dependable and versatile performers. His expressions of Bill Clinton, Frank Sinatra, and Ronald Reagan were legendary. And that's the ones
Yeah,
that we
all I'm
saw.
gonna say is his Bill Clinton was superb on there, and that's why I like. Whenever I feel down or blue, I just go back to some old Bill Clinton clips of him.
Yeah, the one was funny when they were, I don't know if they were at McDonald's or a restaurant or whatever, some fast food restaurant.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're definitely right. It was
It was
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Yeah, it was
And,
McDonald's because he talks about see, it's like almost like going to like when we go to like Iran, and it's like that's the McRib. So we're gonna grab the McRib, and then he just like started just taking a bite out of everyone's
But he was
food.
supposed to be on a run, and then the security was like, "Oh, I don't think Miss Clinton would want you to be here eating this stuff." And then he was like, "Oh, I'm just making a stop or saying hi or something." And then he was basically eating all the people's food, so he didn't have a receipt. It was funny.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
I
I
was
mean,
laughing.
if because like, look, he even told his I think his private security like, hey, she won't even know because he went in there, slid in there, took a bite, had like you said, no receipt.
He was
So
eating
it's
people's fries and
just not even giving two squats
oh,
about
that's
it.
funny.
It was pretty hilarious.
Yeah. And then his original character, like the unfrozen caveman lawyer, became instant classics. That's the one we were also looking
Yes,
at.
yeah, we were watching that one. And that's one of my other alternate favorite ones.
So, guys, fellow cast members nicknamed him the glue because he held the ensemble together. While others got the headlines, Hartman was the backbone, the performer who made everyone else better. Like on
Yeah,
a sports team, right? Mhm.
yeah. I mean, if you really think about it, like without Kobe Bryant, Lakers would not have won that many times.
Yep.
It's almost the same thing without MJ, the Chicago Bulls. I mean,
Yeah, you have to be kind of unselfish if you're going to be that type of a team player, I guess.
right. And
You don't have to be like
from
me, spotlight. It's more like, hey, how can I make this person better?
let's be real. We can all agree that SNL has behind the closed door where everybody wants that me time and what their skits get greenlit to be on there, and then you're
Yeah, then they be the front center person. I
right.
agree.
And Phil Hartman wasn't that type of person. He just wanted to go in and do his job, and that's what I love about his ethics and working.
Yeah.
Now, behind closed doors, from what we watched and heard, uh, I felt as though it was taken advantage of.
We're gonna talk about that.
But I'm just
Don't
saying.
get started on it. So, guys, after leaving SNL in 1994, he found new success as a voice actor on The Simpsons.
Oh yes, and I love the 2 characters he played on there. So please, Shay, do the honors.
Giving life to Lionel Hutz and Troy McClure. He also starred in the NBC sitcom News Radio as arrogant anchorman Bill McNeil, proving once again that he could thrive in any format. That's the one where Joe
No,
Rogan was on,
yes,
right?
that's how I knew about Joe Rogan. I didn't know about his comedy career or
I knew
anything
about him
like
from
that.
Fear Factor.
Yeah, see, and
I
that
watched
was
that show every day.
that was my
Well, whenever it
2000s
was on.
too. That's those are only 2 reasons why I know of Joe Rogan, and the third one is obviously whenever he defaced Carlos Mencina or whatever because of joke stealing. So those are only 3 reasons why I know of Joe Rogan
Well,
is just
obviously
because of the
now we know what he's doing now, but I'm just saying before, yeah.
yeah, no, just I'm talking about before,
Yeah.
but I know him off of that, so that's where I'm like, all right, his acting or for a sitcom in the 90s was great.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. So by the mid 90s, Phil Hartman had achieved what every comedian dreamt of: consistent work, universal respect, and audience love.
yes. Yes, we do love you, Phil Hartman.
So that takes us to social media hit list for the day. So Johnny's going to pull that up. Today we have three guys because, there's no crazy stories going on in the world. So it was easier to find stuff today compared to normal. So he's going to pull that up and then we're going to kind of chat about those. Okay. So this one, Japanese engineers create a night lamp that crawls and leads you to the toilet in the middle of the night. I think this would be terrifying.
Yo, if you gotta go, you might as well. Yo, I would say, hey, can you put a turret on that thing too? Like, just in case if a robber comes in,
Wow.
it's just like, it's like
Just
extra
have it drive
protection.
out there and shoot somebody
Shoot
for
me,
you.
yo, no, okay. How about this? Not even shoot, but just tranquilize them, like,
Wow.
or like, what is it? What is it like in Star Trek? Stun and shit,
Jeez.
something like that, man. Wouldn't that be cool? Because then it's just like, all right, it's worth that. It can help me go to the bathroom and
I don't
also
want it to
protect
help me
me.
go to the bathroom. I think it's freaky.
What to have something? Just imagine you having like something on your iWatch that just pops out and just okay and takes you and helps you.
No, I don't like it. I think that's why I don't know. I think it's weird.
You think it's weird that
Yeah.
something that's gonna
Don't we
hey
already have a nightlight? Why do we need something that walks around with us in the night? That's creepy.
okay, but yet you want Julius to play with a crab that goes left and right and does this is almost the same thing in a
Yeah,
way.
but it's not at nighttime where it's like, okay, turn the light on, let's go. It's like, no, that's a toy.
It's an adult toy to go to the
By the way,
bathroom.
when he gets his bigger playpen, I'm gonna put it in there with him so he can try it. Because right now it just runs around on the floor and he's just like, great, I don't care. But yeah, it is kind of the same
No,
thing.
but
So,
it's I was just gonna say it's yeah.
anyways, the second one, guys, cows in Japan just got a new skin unlocked, like video game reference. So they've been
Sweet.
painted with zebra stripes to stop flies from biting them. I guess the flies aren't attracted to the zebra stripes somehow. So
Oh, because zebra's tail because it always slaps. So
is
that's
that why?
yeah.
I don't know, but I thought it
I
was
just
funny.
made that up, but I just assumed
I
that
was
that's
like,
how that works.
okay.
I sound like I should be like, yeah, I'm one of them. What is it? Cow freaking enthusiast. Yes, I. That
Wow.
is why they do that. Uh, but aren't cows technically always white and black or something like
There's
that?
spotted ones too.
Okay, so that's probably why those don't get as many mosquitoes.
But
Maybe
but why
you
wouldn't
know
they
what
bite the head?
you
The head
know.
doesn't have painted
Okay,
stripes.
but check this out. Check this out. Why doesn't Japan just ask what like we do over here with our
We
cows?
put spray on them, right?
What?
I don't know. Fly spray on them. We
What
used to
you
do
well,
that.
okay okay
We used to do that with
no
our cows and horses when we were little.
okay okay so what was it raid you guys use on them?
No, you actually buy it. It's like for the horse and cow. It's
Oh okay.
specifically for them.
So do you get this at Tractor Supply?
Yeah.
Like, I felt like, damn,
Well,
we
not
just
Tractor Supply, but you can,
yeah, but
yeah.
I felt like that's
Back
where
then,
it
we
could
didn't
be
have
at.
that
No,
store.
real talk, because before I got the job where I was working at, I was trying to get a job at Tractor Supply before. I was like,
Oh
oh,
my god, seriously?
yeah. So
Wow.
I was like, hey, yo, no, because I liked it because they got like little chicks. I was there for the
Oh,
chicks.
the baby chick.
Yeah.
And then the real girls covered in the cowgirls.
No, well,
"Ah,
like,
my white cowgirls." Whatever.
nah, I just wanted to chill with some chicks, dog.
Anyways. So, guys, the third one, you guys probably know in California in some parts of California, they're having a problem with shoplifting.
So
What stores
$951.
what stores are because the law says that anything, under $951, they can't press criminal charges. So now what stores are doing is changing all the prices of all their items to $951, and then there's a sign that says,
Damn,
"All items in the store are marked at $951. Non-criminal discounts are applied at checkout for all paying customers." So basically, if you steal like one chapstick, then they can press charges upon you because it's labeled as $951. That's pretty
damn.
smart.
Oh
I
yeah,
was like,
man.
wow, that's like pretty smart.
But 6. Might as well just say like, all right, yeah, we just try to change everything for 951.
I don't know.
It's kind of the same concept. That's
No,
why I
but
was
if you
just
still
like,
scan it, it's still gonna go down to like the price that it
yeah, it's
is
gonna
when
go
you
to the item
pay.
price, but it's
But if you
just
steal it, then I don't think that'll hold up in court, honestly, but it's still kind of, like, pretty smart.
so everything is $951. So that means if you stole from out of like Home Depot,
Yeah,
like a
a
screw,
nail.
a nail or
Yeah.
something, it's $951. You're gonna go to jail for over a freaking
Well, because
screw.
before I don't know if you guys saw the videos online, but what they were doing in California is they were just taking black trash bags, going in, to these stores in San Francisco and LA and just
Mhm.
filling it up with, like, all the stuff that was in the store and then just leaving because they weren't doing anything about it.
I mean,
And so now they're like, "Oh, well, we're gonna do this." I don't know if it'll help or whatever, but
it's really not gonna help. Because I mean, in order for that to work, that means you would have to have a cop sitting by that
well,
place.
they're still not gonna stop stop them, but they're gonna at least be able to say they're at least gonna be able to arrest them, call the cops and say, "Hey, this person stole," and then the cops can come and arrest them instead of before where it's just like, "Oh, just keep
Yeah,
stealing
yeah,
all our
but
stuff."
yeah, but that means I just felt like to stop all that research, why don't you just have a cop station to be there and then
Even
just
cops
catch.
at, like, Home Depot and Lowe's and stuff in Seattle, they don't do anything. Even
Oh, the
real
cops don't.
cops
Real
at the
cops ain't
stores,
doing
no,
nothing.
they're staring at people walking out with carts full of stuff.
Damn.
Because then the
They're
store the
not.
store doesn't
So
want them to
wait.
stop
All
it.
right. So is that why a lot of cops across the United States is changing their model not to serve and protect, but just to just monitor
I
and
don't
just
know,
watch?
but I'm just saying I literally saw it with my own eyes in real life.
Yeah, I know, but I just felt like
Like, the
cops.
store
So
employees
wait. So
don't do
wait. Let me
anything,
just
the
say.
cops aren't there to do that. The cops only arrest
Yes.
them if the store wants to press charges.
Okay,
They
but
don't
hold
wanna
on,
deal
hold
with
on,
it.
hold on. So cops don't serve and protect anymore.
I'm
They
not
just
saying
watch.
that, I'm just saying I'm just telling you what I saw in real life
I
out there.
I felt like what you just saw is just cops
Down
just
here,
being
I think it's
observant.
different.
Oh, because it's the South?
No, because we 'cause we're in Florida, they're more,
It's the
like, crazier
South.
down here. Seattle's just like, "Oh, love everyone. Go ahead, take it, we'll figure it out, we'll put it on our insurance."
Oh, so that's why the insurance across the United States. Oh, it's because states like that? Wow, and we're learning the nitty-gritties
No, literally, I saw
of what's
multiple
happening.
times people walk out with carts full of stuff from Lowe's, Home Depot. One time we walked in the door, and we were waiting to return something, and this guy just was waiting for somebody to come in so he could walk out that door because it was the entrance door,
Mhm, mhm,
Cart
mhm.
full of tools, I don't know what it was, drill bits, drills, whatever. Just phew. And I told the lady, I said, "That guy just went out with a cart full of stuff." She goes, "Yeah, I know." The worker.
Wow.
And the security guard was right there, and he's just like I said,
Well,
"You're not even gonna stop him?" He goes, "No, we're not allowed to."
yeah, well, I
I said,
mean,
"Oh my god." I have to pay for what I'm gonna buy here, but you're gonna let that guy go out with probably like $3,000 worth of stuff in his cart? Okay, cool. So, yeah,
yeah,
that's why I thought this is, like, crazy. I'm just like, "Well, they should do that," but
yeah.
it probably won't do anything if they're not actually gonna stop them, so I don't know.
All I'm saying is that's just crazy, so
Do you wanna touch on Kanye's list before we move on?
Oh, Kanye's crazy list. The only people I like on Kanye's list was Curious George,
Anyways, guys, so Kanye West
and
revealed
then
a
what?
list
No,
of
no.
people who
Who
have
was the other one?
betrayed him today.
What was the other person's name? I forgot. I said it was Curious George, and what was the one?
Harriet Tubman.
Yeah, and Harriet Tubman. Well, Harriet Tubman. I mean, I felt like what she do to
I
you
don't
guys?
know.
Like I
So
felt
his
like
list
Harriet
is
Tubman,
funny
but
though,
like
guys. You have to hear this. Kim Kardashian. Well, we knew that was going to make the list. I show speed. I don't even know who that is. Do you?
oh, that's my son's favorite
Oh, it's a
streamer.
streamer guy. Oh,
Yeah.
Diddy. I don't know why he's on there, but he probably is on everybody's list at this
Well,
point.
no, no. I mean, because maybe Diddy probably did something to Kanye.
I don't know. Ty dollar signs. I don't know why he's on there.
Maybe because he did something with Diddy.
I don't know. Harriet Tubman. I don't know why.
Maybe because he saw at when maybe he went to one of those white parties, spread eagle
Northwest, his
stuff.
own daughter.
Maybe because of the influence of mom's
Yeah.
influence into it and grandmother. That's why.
And then Pusha.
Uh, because he was supposed to be signed to good music.
And then Freddie Gibson. I don't even know who that is.
He is a rapper.
Cuddy.
What happened with him and Cuddy? They did that Ghost album. He felt some type of way. He felt some type of way. The other guy felt some type of way. Even the people in that room when they were in that feud were feeling some type of way. So I'm just gonna leave it like that.
And then Curious George. Okay.
And
then Donald Trump's on here, I guess, because he tried to go.
I just
want
to say,
and that got out of
look,
control.
all I'm trying to say is he went to Donald Trump's office with that blonde ass hair, and that's why he hates Donald Trump.
And then Pete Davidson, we know why he's on there.
Pete Davidson because he's pissed off because not only because Kim Kardashian, but mainly because he's upset because he should have never left SNL because he was the best at SNL.
Yeah, and then Patrick Star, I don't know who that is.
Patrick Star, I don't know who that is. It sounds like a athlete or.
And then LeBron James, I don't know why he's mad at him. Okay, guys, ready to start the back to the video?
Yeah, sorry about that, but yeah.
So, guys, while Phil's professional life was thriving, his personal life was far more complicated. Hartman had been married twice before, and his third marriage to Bryn Omdahl was troubled.
See, I knew he had like another wife. Like I was like, wait, hold on.
Yeah, that was his third wife.
Oh.
Friends described it as volatile, filled with arguments, jealousy, and Bryn's struggles with substance abuse. Phil's calm, composed exterior sometimes made him retreat instead of confront. Colleagues later said it was a man who lived two lives, the rock-solid professional on set and the quiet, sometimes withdrawn husband at home. These personal struggles, largely hidden from the public, were growing in intensity by the late 1990s. So, unfortunately, on May 28th, 1998, tragedy struck. In the early morning hours, Bren shot Phil in his sleep before taking her own life. The news sent shockwaves through Hollywood and devastated fans worldwide. NBC briefly halted production on NewsRadio, eventually airing an episode dedicated to him. The Simpsons retired his characters rather than recast them, a sign of how deeply respected he was on that show. Phil Hartman was only 49 years old when his life unfortunately came to an end. His sudden death remains one of the darkest moments in comedy history.
Yeah. I just wanted to say, if you know a spouse or anybody that is being verbally abused or anything like that, I don't know the number to reach him, but Shay would probably throw in the number somewhere in this area here.
Well, it's not just verbal abuse, it's a lot of different things.
And also domestic abuse too. We'll also put the number or any of that in this segment series here. But the only thing is I just want to say on my end of the whole situation is I love Phil Hartman. And I would say the first 6 seasons of The Simpsons is the best seasons, in my opinion. And if anybody's a huge Simpsons fan, they would say, yeah, the first 6 seasons are the best of it. I'm sure over time there's going to be certain episodes, but we can all agree that the Treehouse of Horrors was always the best ones, and that's why most people that are Simpsons fans would only watch the Halloween specials of it just because of the Treehouse of Horror. But other than that, I mean, I just want to say I grew up with him on The Simpsons as the two characters, Lion Hutz and Troy McClure. And then he also, I think Troy McClure actually had his own story arc in one of the episodes.
Mm,
And he also did some other voices too. He also did the voice of I think when they were doing like I think the episode was like Lisa versus the Ten Commandments or something like that. And he did the voice of like Moses. Cause you know how like I think Homer's trying to tell the kids a biblical story about back then or whatever. And then, you know, how they
right.
go into like the story mode and stuff. So, but yeah. And then I also didn't know that he actually played in, I remember him playing in Small Soldiers, but I forgot that he was, Kristen Dunst's dad in there, and it was like, "Oh, shit." Nostalgic right there.
I didn't know that either.
And then, I grew up with this old classic movie. This is my boner content right here. Mine's, is also that I didn't even know that he played the little, air conditioner in, Brave Little Toaster, which I don't care what anybody says. Brave Little Toaster is the best film ever. And put a big ass picture right here. Actually, you know what? As I'm talking right now about Brave Little Toaster, make it a big image right here because I want them to know that. Go watch it.
Okay.
And if you got kids, watch it with your kids. It's a great movie.
So he's not the toaster, he's the air conditioner.
Yeah, he's the air
Oh,
conditioner guy, or little AC unit that talks that tells them where to go or whatever. But that was pretty cool. I didn't know that he did that voice though. But again, it goes back to what you were saying that his range and acting or improv is just phenomenal. I
mhm.
would say it's up there with Jim Carrey in my opinion.
Yeah. So, guys, Phil Hartman's story is inspiring, heartbreaking, and unforgettable. He wasn't the flashiest comedian, but he was the foundation, the guy who made good sketches great and great sketches legendary. His colleagues called him the most professional comic they had ever worked with, and his legacy as the glue of comedy is unmatched. His story behind the scenes also underscores the hidden struggles that many celebrities face. Behind the smiles and the characters, this man was grappling with personal turmoil. Hartman's life reminds us that comedy often masks pain.
Facts. These are the facts. Yeah. I mean, it does mask a lot. It does.
So, although Phil Hartman is gone, his legacy continues to shape comedy. Clips of his SNL sketches and the Simpsons characters circulate online daily, introducing him to new generations of fans. In 2014, he was inducted into Canada's Walk of Fame, honoring his impact both in his homeland and in America. Fellow comedians continue to cite him as an influence, praising his professionalism, his generosity, and his unmatched versatility. To this day, fans still talk about what could have been, like you were saying, what roles he may have played, like Johnny was saying, what characters he could have created, like Johnny was saying, had his life not been tragically cut short.
Bam. Well, I again want to say that I felt as though he was the glue during the time that he was on SNL. The characters he was range, and I felt he actually, whenever, let's say for example, if a SNL character that kind of fell short, he helped kind of push them.
So, guys, that takes us to bonus content, which I already kind of leaked a little bit.
You leaked a little bit. What?
Yeah.
Oh,
So, guys, something surprising about Phil Hartman that most fans don't know before comedy, he was a successful artist. So, he designed dozens of album covers and logos for rock bands.
holy crap!
I didn't. I just thought that was pretty
No,
cool. So, guys, think about that. Even if he had never set foot on stage, Hartman could have been remembered as a defining artist of the 70s rock era. It proves just how multi talented he truly was and how much more the world lost in 1998 than just a comedian. Phil Hartman wasn't just comedy's glue, he was a creative force in every sense of the word.
damn. That's I could even tell you better than that. We're gonna end it on a high note on this one, guys.